Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Busi Selesho. I am an international accredited money coach. I am a money consciousness teacher and energy healer. So the eclipse day is finally come. And I wanted to just come through quickly and give you a few things that can help you just deal with the current energy. It's a lot of energy, it's a lot of things that are going on in the spiritual realm. And of course, we're going to be affected. We like it or not, you believe in it or you don't believe it, it's going to affect you. It's like if it's summer, you're going to be affected. Doesn't matter if you believe summer exists or doesn't exist, summer is going to be here. And if you're wearing a jacket, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And if you're wearing a bikini, well done on your summer body. And of course, if it's day, you're gonna have to deal with the day. If it's night, you're gonna have to deal with the night. If it's raining, it doesn't matter if you believe in rain. If rain is what happens or it doesn't happen, you're gonna be affected by the state of what is going on in the planet because you are in the planet. So currently we are having a whole lot of stuff that is going on in the spiritual world. And remember, the physical world is only 5% of our lives and 90% is spiritual. That again, we cannot change. It's just like the force of gravity. It happens at the speed that God decided that it will happen. We can't change it. We can always use the force of gravity for our benefit. We can calculate it and take up a whole entire big plane, well, maybe a bed, and put it up against the force of gravity and make it fly. But the force of gravity will never change, will never be small, will never accommodate us. It is what it is. So the spiritual world is bigger than the physical world. If you're focusing on the physical world and you think life is just physical, then again, you're going to miss out on the goodies. Like I always have said. Now, we are having the solar eclipse, of course. We've been waiting for April. We are also still on the 25 days of the Mercury retrograde. I've done a video about that on the relationship side and this and that. Check it out on my Instagram or on my YouTube. I did a whole 1 hour video on that, how the relationships are going to be affected in this 25 days of April. Then we are also having the new moon again today. So it's a lot of things. Really, God is trying to just get us right. Like he's pushing us from every direction. He's like, can you get it right? And there's a reason why we are being given all these awakenings, because the world is changing, and the world is changing in such a speed that if you don't keep up with it, your world is gonna end. I mean, the other day I went to do my facial treatments with my doctor, and he was telling me that in the medical industry, they are being trained now on how there will be AI machines that will do all their job for them. It will scan the person, it will give recommendations, it will do everything. So the day is coming where people who are not keeping up with the energy, people who are not creating themselves brand new for the new world, are not going to be able to go into the new world. We all know that the population control has been happening. I mean, there was COVID, and then there was, the other thing, the V thing, I don't want to say it. And those are things that are about population control. If you are not important, if you have not raised your vibration, if you did not work on your consciousness, you're gonna be left behind in the old world. So all these things that are happening in the spiritual realm are just trying to push us, are just trying to give us one more chance to get on with it. So of course, right now, today, the moon goes into Aries from Pisces. I'm in Aries, of course. We think life is amazing. Until it is not, and we cry, and then we fix it, and then life is amazing again, like just how Aries people think. So the moon is starting afresh. It's starting a new journey on Aries tonight, new moon. Now, 3 things that I would like you to pay attention, and I'll do 2 videos if I can't finish. 3 things that I would like you to pay attention on this month of April, looking at all the things that are happening, the eclipse, there has been another eclipse before this one, just like 25 March it was happening. There is so many things that are happening, but you need to just focus on what is critical at this moment, so that you don't get too overwhelmed, because when you're getting too overwhelmed, then you're feeling depression and you can't focus and you miss the boat. You really don't want to miss this boat, right? So 3 things. First of all, it's going to be about relationships. The whole of April is just going to be about relationships. Second thing, it is going to be about changing timelines. I'm going to explain this. Changing timelines means that you get a new life. Like, you've been living a crappy life and all of a sudden you tap into a new one. I've been talking about this again. There's a video I did for like an hour. It's on my YouTube and my Instagram, where I was talking about how we change timelines. There is a timeline. We all live in different timelines, all at the same time, all in a parallel line. There is a timeline where me, as a Busi, I am a drug addict. I sleep under bridges. I have a horrible life. That Busi is living right now and is functioning in a timeline. And then there's another Busi that, let's say, on the other spectrum, where she's a billionaire and all things are great. She is living right now. So we have about 15 timelines that are almost equal to the dimensions of the galaxies. Now, in each one, you live that life, and you can change lanes. Like when you're driving from Pretoria to Joburg, there's like 4 lanes going into one direction. If you're in the first lane, you experience things in the first lane. If you're in the second lane, if you're in the 4th lane, you're probably much faster than everybody else. So now, when times like this happens, we change timelines. So there's a part of you that where you are a drunkard, you come back from work, you go to a crazy job you hate, you have a crazy relationship you hate, you are broke, you are in debt, you drink yourself to sleep. And then there's a timeline where you don't have debt, you are in your purpose. I lived a timeline where I was in that situation, and now I'm living a timeline where I have my purpose. I do not lack anything. I do not have debt. I don't owe anybody. And I had to change timelines. You can change timelines in this lifetime. And I mean, I take people through ayahuasca ceremonies. I've seen people stop smoking immediately. People stop drinking immediately. People heal from cancer. People heal from things that doctors are shocked how they heal from. You just change timeline. There's a timeline where you die of cancer. There's a timeline where you don't. But you can change your timeline. So round about this time, these are all the things that are happening. That's why we must be putting so much energy in healing, because the healing now is helped or is given a little bit more extra energy. It is easier to heal right now. Let me just say it like this. This past weekend, we had an amazing ayahuasca ceremony, an amazing river cleansing ceremony. So all those things, we were pushing and changing the timelines. We were changing what needs to change. People were changing. So like I said, relationships, and I'm gonna do another video and explain a little bit more there. Good and bad and amazing and horrible, all of them. We're dealing with them. We're getting the great ones. If you are ready to get the great one. If you're not, again, you know what, just deal with what you're dealing with until you get why you are dealing with it. Again, like I said, it is the timelines thing. And then number 3, it is manifestation time. So remember, God always allows us to create. We have a free will. We can create whatever we want at whatever time. Now, if it is something that is on our calling, or in our astrology chart, or in our plan for this, in the script we are here for, it doesn't matter. God doesn't care about any of that stuff. God says, get here and create, make your own way prosperous, get things done, and then you can do what I called you to do. In the meantime, have so much fun, do whatever you want. So this new moon is about that manifestation energy. You want to manifest money, definitely do it. It's the time. And we have a whole entire manifestation program, manifesting with the sun energy, hence the solar eclipses. And this year your manifestations are going to be bigger because of the solar eclipse, because solar, remember, it's about sun, and the sun is saying, I am here to give. I am here to give. That's why when we do the San Pedro, we are asking the Father energy, the San Pedro ceremonies, to give. So guys, I'm going to do another part 2, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the manifestation and the timelines changing. Thanks.